Hi, I'm Terry Nails, formerly of Ozzy Osbourne.
This is Robin Robbins, founding member of the Bob Seger Silver Boat Band.
Hi, I'm Stephen Wrench. I'm with Music and Film.
Hi, I'm Adi Basha, music director of Radio Travel in Albania.
Hi, I'm Wayne Killius of Omni Music Group.
Hi, I'm Alessandro from European Indie Music Network.
Hi, this is Rhonda Houston from Music and Film Records.
Hi, I am Michele Marolino from LFD Press.
For the top European and Indie 20 Countdown.
We're going to bring you the European Indie Top 20 Countdown.
And you are listening European Indie Top 20 Countdown.
We're here to bring you the European Indie Top 20 Countdown.
You are listening the Euro Indie Top 20 Countdown.
Bringing you the European Indie Top 20 Countdown.
Welcome back, music fans, to another exciting episode of
the European Indie Top 20 Countdown.
That's right, I am your host, your friendly neighborhood radio show host, Jay Mayberry, here to bring you the hottest 20 songs on top of the European Indie 200 chart, as voted on by you by going to EuroIndieMusic.net week after week, taking the time out of your day to vote for your favorite artists and songs. Now, because you're voting for these favorites and artists and songs, they're moving all the way up the 200 chart to the top 20. When they get to the top 20, we get to listen to them again on this little party hour that we put together here. So thank you again for joining us. Thank you for going to EuroIndieMusic.net and casting your vote so that we can have this little party week after week. Speaking of parties, why don't we go ahead and get this one kicking off? Let's go ahead and start off at number 20 this week, shall we? Number 20 on the countdown is Cristian Nevola with Sarai. Up next at number 19 is Benny S. with In Your Eyes.
You know, I never felt like this before. This has never happened to me because I'm a faithful guy and then came you. You just showed me everything I've been missing. You filled my space, that void I've been missing and didn't know how to find. I'm so torn. Could you be the one? Never in my life
Number 18 on the countdown this week is Goldee Heart with Not Talking. Miss Sarah Spicer has moved down to number 17 on the countdown with Mr. Johnson.
Picture on the wall, the stories you could tell. Of your rise and fall, and of your life in hell. Mr. Johnson, are you haunting me tonight? Your pinstripe suit and your switchblade knives. Well, your old black boots and your other men's wives. Mr. Johnson, are you here with me? Mr. Johnson, are you haunting me tonight? That old dirt road where you used to play, and the wind still blows on that spot today. Mr. Johnson.
Don Rousell is number 16 this week with My Wife and Girlfriend.
Such a sad song for poor me. Listen, started about a month ago, giving me the third degree. Where are you going, baby? Is what she'd say to me. Don't be late this evening.
Christian Corona is number 15 with Make It Happen.
They tell you not to have big dreams. They try to tell you life ain't what it seems. They try to tell you that you don't have wings, but anything is possible. If you can see it, if you believe it, you can make it happen. I bet you make it happen. Tell you that you don't fit in. They try to tell you that you'll never win. They try to tell you that you're at the end when you just got to the beginning. If you can see it, if you can see it, if you believe it, if you believe it, you can make it happen. I bet you make it happen.
Hey, music fans, welcome back. It's your host, Jay Mayberry, with the European Indie Top 20 Countdown, and I've got number 14, Lone Wolf James and the boys here. How's it going, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent. Glad to have you on the show. Thank you for making the time, taking out your personal schedules. I know you guys are busy with touring and making music and basically just rocking out in general.
Yeah, well, we try.
Yeah, you got to try. There is no try, there is only do. And from what I understand, you guys are doing it all the way to number 14. So for the fans that are not already familiar with you and voting you to number 14 on the countdown this week, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourselves and your music?
Well, Lone Wolf James started back in about 20 years ago. I had left the band. I was done with the BS, and I kind of got the name Lone Wolf for walking into a room and somebody said, "Well, there goes Lone Wolf," and I kind of stuck that. And then over the years, I just kind of researched guys and put band members together, and we came up with this lineup about 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
And put the album out, and I've had I had like EPs and stuff before this one, but this was the first full-length rock CD that I put out.
Gotcha.
And it just it's the same lineup live that's on the album, so it you get the full blare of the CD when you put it in your car. You see it, you hear it on stage, so that makes all the difference in the world.
Oh, it really does. I hate it when I go to a show and it doesn't sound like it does on the album, or even at least close. It's off-putting.
No, we don't use triggers or any kind of false anything like that. I mean, you the harmonies you hear on the album are the harmonies we do live. The guitars,
Les Pauls, Marshall Stacks.
That's it, man. Les Paul's bass and drums is straight up.
Here's what you get.
So organic rock is what you're saying. None of that filler, that process crap.
No.
Excellent.
No,
that's what I like to hear.
So much of that.
We go for the throw.
I understand that completely. Well, why don't you go ahead and tell the fans a little bit about your song at number 14, Cradle to the Grave?
All right, well, yeah, it's called Cradle to the Grave, and basically, I mean, it was a tongue-in-cheek write-up, but it was basically a song about not pushing your religion on other people, and I just had an experience where somebody pushed their religion on me and were ignorant about it, and without getting into details, that's pretty much what it was about.
Gotcha.
And I was like, don't. You can keep your blind faith, but I'll never change. From cradle to grave, I'll still be me. And that's kind of where it all came from. And so, I mean, it's a serious song, and I know that's a big deal in today's day and age with religion and politics and stuff. A lot of people like to cram it down your throat.
Yeah, it's a pretty big hot button, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I did a lot. My personal, I'm a Wiccan, so the guy was just trying to bash that and get me to change religions, and he might as well have been talking to a brick wall. But that's where the song came out. It came from a serious place, but I think a lot of people can interpret the song however they want. They can basically don't tell me what to do. I got one life to live and it's mine, so piss off. That's pretty much it.
Exactly. I've made up my mind. I know who I am. You don't put your 2 cents in this piggy bank.
Yeah, I mean, it basically became our Welcome to the Jungle. I mean, it got released, and it's the first track on the album, and boom, it just, we were actually on tour going to Ohio, from Buffalo to Ohio, and we got a phone call from Stephen Wrench that said, we just debuted at number 18, and I went, we're all just kind of looking at each other like, huh? Because we know that he submitted us and that, he put us over there, but we had no idea, where we were going to strike, and we were already in the top 20 on the first week we hit. So that was pretty impressive for us. We were happy about that.
I believe the appropriate thing to do at that time was it's either brush your shoulders off or drop the microphone and walk away. It's one of those two. I know, and that's okay.
I dropped the mic. If I had one, man, I would have been like, I guess that's enough said.
Drop the tour.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. Supply and demand. We got to go over yonder. They want us more than you. Unless we can hear you guys be louder.
That's exactly what we want.
See, some bands have the opportunity to pit the left side of the crowd versus the right side of the crowd. You guys are like, all right, America, we can't hear you. Okay, Europe, we can't hear you either.
Yep. Well, it's like we always said. I mean, my philosophy, and I share it with these guys, is we don't care if we're in Jersey or Japan, as long as we're playing in front of people that want to hear us.
Damn right.
And if we got to go over to Europe to make the noise that we want to make and to get the respect that we deserve, then that's what we're going to do. And the States will always be here, and we'll come back to the States and say, look what you missed out on. Now you got to jump on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what happens, that's what happens. But we're real ready to go wherever we're sent. And that's it. I mean, it's just our guitar cases are loaded and
have music, we'll travel.
That's it.
Exactly.
I dig it. I love it. That's the lifestyle for me too. So, speaking of exciting things coming in the future and traveling and shows and movies and music and all that other good stuff, do you have any cool announcements for the fans? And do you have any means for the fans to keep track of these announcements, like your social media, websites, anything like that? Just ways that they can follow you guys around the country and around the world.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have all kinds of social media. We have ReverbNation.com/LoneWolfJames. We have our official website, LoneWolfJames.com. You can go get. Jeff keeps that stuff updated daily. So
awesome.
There's always
CDBaby.com.
CD Baby, and
Lone Wolf
you can get us all on the Shazam and all that stuff. So
so pretty much anywhere there can be music heard online, there's Lone Wolf James.
Yeah, anywhere you can
Lone
get
Wolf James.
Lone Wolf James.
It's scribed on the walls and all of the halls.
That's it.
Exactly.
And as far as the future, we just got off tour. We did a little tour throughout the Midwest. We went to Ohio, and on our day off, we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and that was kind of surreal for all of us.
Nice.
We got to see, where we want to be someday, and
you should pick out your plot. You should start walking around going, yeah, we'll take this one. How much do we have to put this bass on reserve right next to AC/DC?
Yeah, well, I looked at Brian. I said, "Your kick drum's going to be on that wall someday." And it was just like that's the way it is,
There you go.
And but we're in the process right now of putting together a tour at the end of the year. It starts right after Thanksgiving, and it's going to go all the way to Christmas. And we're going to go from basically New Jersey down to Miami and back. So we're going to do a whole East Coast tour.
Hey, I'm on the East Coast. I might have to come check you guys out.
There you go.
Where are you located?
I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, sir.
Oh, well, there you go.
We're coming down there.
We'll be there.
Perfect. Keep me up to date. I'll make it.
Hook up with Nova Rex.
Nice.
About 4 or 5 shows with them down there.
Yeah, we're going to see what happens.
Hell yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with the artists. That's my favorite part of the show, honestly, because, we get to hear music on the show all the time, but when we get to talk to the people that make the music and pick their brain about it, that's what gets me going. That's why I do this show. That's my favorite part. So thank you for being a part of that on this episode today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us and supporting us and doing what you do.
Do you have any last words for the fans before we go ahead and head into your song this week?
Just tell them to keep the faith, check out Lone Wolf James, and we're going to come around whether you want us to or not. So, we're basically the last of the long-haired bad boys that, we're bringing back what made rock and roll great, and and I can stand behind that because I believe in it, and these guys believe in it, and we're just doing what we do. So what
we love to do,
and what we love to do. So hopefully we'll see you in Jacksonville, and hopefully they'll hear us in Japan.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And we'll go and just keep climbing that chart, man. We want to get to number 1. So
man, when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. That's for sure. All right, guys.
Exactly.
Everybody
vote Lone Wolf James, Cradle the Grave.
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the last of the long-haired bad boys. Number 14 this week, Lone Wolf James and Cradle to the Grave.
Preaching your crocodile tears. Baby, if you want, you can hold my hand. I will lead you to promised land. Maybe I'm not the one you need to save. So keep your blind faith, 'cause I'll never change. From cradle to grave. Laying on your knees means nothing to me. So save your heaven and hell for the wishing well. Hold my hand. I will lead you to promised land. Maybe I'm not the one you need to save. So keep your blind faith, 'cause I'll never change. From cradle to grave.
Reims has moved to number 13 on the countdown this week with Movimenti e Piani.
corpi aggrappati, consumi bloccati, finanzio il controllo, contratti accoppiati, contratti distrutti, percorsi trovati, aerei di linea, tutti pilotati, ma qua io viaggio bene, vivo alle Hawaii, percorro le mie linee come il wifi, se tu mi vuoi parlare io non parlerò mai, gestisco tutto e tutto dopo dico vai vai, nuovi percorsi con troppi discorsi, sono tutti prescritti come dei concorsi, se cerchi rimborsi sono troppo rincorsi, fatiche più sforzi, periodi trascorsi, adesso vendo pasti che comanda, che prima ti domanda dimmi chi ti manda, fasciandomi anche gli occhi non ci sta la banda, per non guardare il web e fare più propaganda.
Ogni cosa che vedi tanto non è così,
non è così.
Per quanto poi ci credi tanto non è così,
non è così.
Tra movimenti e piani io mi muovo così.
Questo è un incontro che non ti va incontro, leggendo il prospetto ne terrei poi conto, partecipazione, riunione, riscontro, pianificazione, l'acquisto e lo sconto, sono punti di accesso che tu non sai, nemmeno se li acquisti quali vedrai, creando prospettive intersecando le avrai, un gioco che si svolge proprio come la SNAI, le nuove proposte che vengono esposte, per quanto son forti verranno nascoste, per chi fa domande si cerchi risposte, stiamo percorrendo giornate già imposte, ma nonostante tutto sfrutto te e tempo, così non cresce nulla e soffia solo vento, la differenza nasce se c'è cambiamento, non dove la campagna la fa chi in Parlamento.
Ogni cosa che vedi tanto non è così,
non è così.
Per quanto poi ci credi tanto non è così, non è così. Tra movimenti.
Drew Davidsen has continued down to number 12 on the countdown this week with Out of the Blue.
Fell in love with you. Out of the blue, out of the blue, I fell in love with you. I remember when I first saw you, you were always there, somehow I never noticed you. You were calling me forward to your love. So you gave me the green light to ask you out, and then out of the blue, out of the blue, I fell in love with you. Out of the blue, out of the blue, I fell in love with you. I remember when you took me home. Drove in your convertible, my Game of Thrones. With the top down and the sun shining, oh, your love was all around. Ooh. And you gave me the green light to ask you out. And then out of the blue, out of the blue, I fell in love. Head over heels, all I could do was smile.
Danny Nardini is number 11 on the countdown with Don't Act.
Like you don't want it when I know you do. Up on it, girl, I know you want to. Like you don't want it when I know you do. Take off all them clothes, come on, girl, let's go. Like you don't want it when I know you do. Up on it, girl, I know you want to. Like you don't want it when I know you do. Take off all them clothes, come on, girl, let's go.
Safe to say that she game to play and she love the way she get treated. She tell her girls it don't mean a thing, she MA when she need it. She on the gram and she double tap, my text pop, she screening. She pulling up in my driveway, them Chuck Taylors in that beanie. And I look at the way that she strutting away, so I pull her closer like, where you going? She moving at a pace, got a look on my face and the way she moving golden. No chick flick, like Allie and Noah, just a bunch of liquor. She brought switches, I'm fiending for that, she selling though. ODing, but the kid's sober, she bending over, I'm falling over. This girl got me like, whoop, that butt looking like 2 globes. I Chris Columbus, no boat. She spilled drinks, that goose hit, she eyed me, let's go. We hit the whip, she on my neck, Dracula with no cloak.
Act like you don't want it when I know you do. Up on it, girl, I know you want to. Like you don't want it when I know you do. Take off all them clothes, come on girl, let's go. Like you don't want it when I know you do. Up on it, girl, I know you want to. Like you don't want it when I know you do. Take off all them clothes, come on girl, let's go.
She draped up my top sheet, she looked back and say watch me. Backed up in that bathroom and that thing moving at top speed. Grab my shirt like she wanted.
Are you an indie artist? Are you tired of struggling to find an audience? Tired of spending hundreds to thousands on production only to get your song heard by 100 people online? It's time to take your music to the next level. Music Radio Promotions promotes indie artists to our network of over 250,000 radio stations in over 180 countries. We have artists charting all over the globe, touring other countries, making their dreams come true. All genres welcome. We can get your music heard regardless of what style you play. So don't delay. Submit your music to jay@musicandfilm.com. That's JEY@MUSIKANDFILM.com and get your music heard. As we all know, the sound of the commercial means that we must be halfway through this little party, so let's get the second half started off appropriately at number 10 with Phauba, with Quando Phauba era una scimmia.
Seguire l'istinto senza pietà, senza rancore. Non posso fermarmi e guardare indietro. Molti cadranno ed io vedrò gli occhi mutarsi in vetro.
Andrea Manocchio is Voglio solo te at number 9.
La notte è calda, il mare è calmo, sei come musica al buio mai demode. Ma questo al cuore mio ci hai già pensato, sai? Batti forte in BPM dentro di me. Il tuo sospiro è il mio respiro, sei come sale, sole balli dentro me. Ah, era una l'importante è che tu mi raggiunga su questa isola solo per noi. Voglio solo te, stesa nuda sulla sabbia, voglio solamente te, eccitante e trasparente come limpido questo mare, quel tuo sguardo su di me. E voglio solo te, quando canto contro vento, voglio solamente te, non importa tutto il resto, tu il mio unico pensiero in questa calda notte intorno a me. Sei una farfalla così leggera e danza il tuo pensiero, affiora dentro me. Le luci calde sai, accese intorno a noi, sembra un quadro che hai dipinto solo per me. Voglio solo te, stesa nuda sulla sabbia, voglio solamente te, eccitante e trasparente come limpido.
Number 8 on the countdown is Ossy Oneal with Taylor Swift's Stairway.
Tay-Tay, Taylor Swift, will you marry me?
Omid Master brings you Only You at number 7.
Sitting here in my dark and my lonely and empty room, staring at the tainted and empty bottle of your perfume. How did I get myself so deep into this mess? How did I let this go so far? Only you will know how much we've both been going through. Dreams never turn out the same way that we had hoped. Some look so good, but on the paper in my mind is all you wrote. Now you are dying inside my heart. It's so easy to change the truth in my head, but my heart never lies, especially when I am dreaming in bed. Ooh, only you will know how much we've both been going through. Split my heart in two with a knife in your eyes. You don't have
Louis D.H. is Blond at number 6 on the countdown. Do you make great music? Do you want to shout your music from the mountaintops, but you don't have a mountain? I've got the next best thing for you. Musicandfilm.com has a network of over 250,000 radio stations in over 180 countries. There's plenty of mountains in those countries. Let us shout your music from the mountaintops. Promote your music with musicandfilm.com. Contact us by going to musicandfilm.com, and we can talk to you about getting your music heard today. That's musicandfilm.com, www.musicandfilm.com. Making our way to the top 5 Clubhouse, we find number 5, Terry Johnson with Knock Knock, Let Me In.
Open up the door. Open up. Hey, let me in. All I really want to say is, girl, I love you, baby girl. Won't you let me in? Oh, you don't have to say much. I'll do all the talking. I'm not like other men. Come on. Let me in, because I can't be just your friend. I see the way you look at me, like you wanna touch my body. Let me in, so this climax can begin. Baby, baby, baby. Oh yeah. Now, open up
James Tunnell, Metal Saint, brings you Choose at number 4. Number 3 on the European Indie Top 20 Countdown this week is Kama Ruby with Mistake.
Don't speak to me this way. Don't ever let me say. Don't leave me again. Don't leave me again. Oh, you never felt this loss before, and the world is closing doors. Never wanted anything more. Oh, never felt this loss before, and the world is closing doors. I never wanted anything more. Don't touch me this way. Don't leave me this way. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me this way. Don't touch me this way. Don't hurt me again. Don't hurt me again. Never felt this loss before, and the world is closing doors. I never wanted anything more. Never felt this loss before.
Terry Johnson featuring Starling Newsome is Who You With at number 2.
Miss Sun Girl, Wapnin. What going on? Me not feeling you.
I woke up early this morning, alone in the bed. I wondered why you were sleeping out in the living room instead.
Where pun you come from?
There's been separation between the two of us. I know I've got the $1 million question. When you're not at home, where do you go? I wanna know. When you're out all night, don't start lying. I thought we were tight. You've been jiving. Oh,
tell me something. Me got to know. Me want to get with you, but me think you're rusty.
Well, my friends are telling me there's some nasty talk, girl.
What?
About the places where you've been. They say a lot of shady people. Well, they are living in a cesspool of sin.
Who you been with now?
I really tried to pull your coat, girl.
Oh, yes, he did.
But your eyes refuse to see. And now you got a sleazy reputation.
Yeah, man.
I don't want you in my bed with me. You gotta go. When the sun came up, I don't know you. Hey girl, your game is up. Do what you gotta do. Oh, when and why we started drifting. Till this day it puzzles me.
And finally, number 1 on the top of the European Indie Top 20 Countdown, last but not least, is Fuser with Ante Up.
First a flop, then turn the river.
Race check, photo, go on in. First a flop, then turning down the river. The black ace is high. First a flop, then turn the river. Race check, photo, go on in. When it's time to go. When it's time to go.
Once again, another great episode because I have so many great fans out there listening and voting for their favorite artists and songs. Get them to the top of the countdown by going to EuroIndieMusic.net. That's EuroIndieMusic.net. Don't forget it. Write it down if you have to. Thanks again for joining me. I love having you here. You guys have been awesome. Don't forget to pick up a little bit of trash on your way out. It helps me with the cleanup. That way we can have this next party. It won't take me so much effort because I've got to get to planning the next one, but you guys got to get to voting for the next one. And of course, that's all the time we have for this week's episode, guys. But don't forget that this episode was brought to you by Music and Film, MEI, Audio Co-op, The Omni Group, Vitech Tapes, Starvin Artist Studios, and Music Radio Promotions. Get your music heard.